Alright, going for another different game over here on this map. This is a Ghost Lake. For those who don't know too much about Ghost Lake, you are given your normal starting sheep, but there are usually lots and lots and lots of sheep to be found out on the open ice. As you can see, normal startups from both players playing as Huns. Over here in grey we have Silver, who is representing ON, and over on this side over here we have Makaho, who is representing KGB.
Timo.
We'll speed it up a bit, so we'll take a look around the map quickly. So as you can see, difficulty has been set to hard, as you can see by the amount of wolves around. Lots of them around, so that's generally hazardous for most villagers. As you can see here, just starting on the sheep quite normally, both players being Huns, meaning they don't need to build houses. However, they do start off with a lot less wood, so they do have to get into that a lot quicker. As we can see over here, a lumber camp will come up, and a lumber camp coming up there. And on this side over here, lumber camp already up. It is quite a good game, I will say. I have seen it. I did do a recording of it before, but it was quite, the frame rate was really bad, so I decided to do it again. That would be best. So first ball coming in over here, and on this side over here, ball has not been lured, but there we go. Ball coming in right there, that's quite good. Alright, so these sheep here have been discovered. That will give just a major boost to the economy. That's 6 sheep, that's 600 food. That's pretty much the equivalent of $2. It's quite good, honestly. And that's what you want on these games. As you can see, deer patch over here. We'll have a look at both the players' actual locations in a moment as well. So lumber sources, 3 lumber sources. So that isn't too bad, honestly. All quite closed in, and it wouldn't be too hard to achieve a wall off of this area, honestly. Wouldn't be too bad. Deer patch over there. We have gold quite. That's actually really close to the town centre there. And stone. Stone's quite a fair bit out though, and having units up there, if his opponent does take it, having archers on this hill here, it will be quite hard to take back, as they will get the hill bonus. We'll swap over here now and see what's going on. Alright, barrier's quite a bit far out, not too bad. This lumber camp here, ages away though, I will say. Again, lumber here as well is in a very open position, especially having that ice there, not being able to build on it. This gold over here, same deal as the stone with Makaho. If he can get some archers on top of that, it'll be very, very hard to take back. Alright, going to the feudal age now with Silver is about a third of the way there. Over here, 3/4 of the way. And as you can see, Silver has just scouted his opponent there, and no doubt will be looking for his lumber source in a minute. So about to go feudal now, of course, and having a barracks up already, so that means he's going to be going for some early game fighting. In 1v1, it is essential to get early game fight on. If you can successfully even just distract your opponent from what they're doing, it'll help you in a big way. If you can just take some of their villages off their resources, you'll be able to do a lot of damage. As we can see here, lots of scout cavalry coming out. And Bloodline's being researched very early at this point in the game, but it will give those scouts that little bit extra to keep going. As you can see, as I said, this is very far away up here. As you see, the opponent was also going for a scout rush there, but as I was saying, very, very far away from the town centre, so there is not much to do. If that area gets hit, you will lose these villages. There's not really much chance of anything else happening. As you can see, keeping him off this area here, and over here, trying to do a counter rush over here, and we'll see them come in and attack in a second. Now, looks like they're not actually. We're just going to have to do something different with that. Alright, well, more and more farms coming up still, and just sending more and more. I might slow it down a bit here so we can watch what's just going on over here. So over here, he's taken this area here, killed off lots of villagers, as you can see by all these bodies here, and skilled off quite a bit of his units here. However, this spearman here doing a lot of damage to cavalry, but with that kind of numbers, you can't really do much about it. He's starting to collect gold over here, and his opponent does have a lot of scout cavalry in this area here, so he could be going for an attack. Alright, we'll speed it back up now and watch and see what happens. Alright, so going for an attack on this lumber source here, however, outnumbering his opponent over here, so no doubt taking out these ones here, and just trying to get onto these villages down over here. Down over here now, being forced to go away by these spearmen. Spearmen, of course, being extremely effective for scout cavalry. Not much else going on, really. Over this side here, just building more and more stables. No doubt going to be willing to go to the castle age soon, so that way we can get some knights out. Alright, coming back down over here, watching this fighting over here. Being quite quick over here. Of course, being chased by these spearmen. And getting to this gold path here, however, continuing back around and just patrolling his enemy base to try to keep that little bit of pressure on. That pressure is always helpful. Alright, so going castle age now, so it does look like he's preparing to go for knights, as you can see how heavy he is in that gold there. Either knights or not cavalry, sorry, archers. Those would be the two main possibilities at this point in time. As you can see, got his spearman there, just in case his opponent tries to do that. And what we did miss it was something very important in this game. The opponent over here has, I'll switch over and we'll see if you can still see it, palisaded all these wolves on the map and has lured them into his opponent's base. Everybody loves a good deep wolf rush, and that was quite effective. It killed off 3 villagers, I believe. Can't believe I missed that. That's really not good. Continuing over here, the spearman over here doing lots of damage, but not able to keep up against these knights. As we can see, pushing his way into his opponent's base, done lots of economical damage, killing off all these villagers over here. Trying to get another town centre up over there, but it's just not going to happen. It's just a matter of pressure on. As we can see, lots and lots of knights there, doing lots of damage, and he has just given up. I thought it was quite good play. It's too bad we missed that rush over there, but it didn't do too much, honestly. It wasn't that effective. Alright, thanks for watching. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.